Everyone talks at an elementary school level. I'm so frustrated. Why do I have to talk to trashy, uneducated people like you? What? Lucy, what are you talking about? Most of the people in our mom group only had their high school diploma or graduated from a low-tier university. I'm a well-educated person, so when I hear you and your friends talking about their shitty education, it kind of pisses me off. If you're educated, shouldn't you be able to talk with everyone else? Lucy, you're always trying to sound like you're better than us, and don't even bother trying to talk to us. Huh? What? Do you have a problem with my way of thinking? Well, it's not that I have a problem with you. I'm just wondering why you're so overbearing and think you're better than us. Of course I'm better than you. We're still an academic society, and my kids went to private elementary school. Public schools are nothing but a bunch of idiots. Low-level places. I don't think the issue is about private schools being better or public schools being better. I think it's much better if the kids can choose where they want to go. My son said he wanted to go to a public school on his own volition, so I just let him go there. So that's how you're going to make excuses. Excuses? Your kids know you, and their father don't have any money, and they're just being considerate. Why do you say that? How can you think that my child is thinking that way? Stop making assumptions. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that was your situation. But anyway, your kid goes to public school. They have a lower status than my kids. I'm better than you ordinary people. Are you saying you got a degree just so you can treat other people this way? Of course! There are a lot of stupid people in this world. Ever since I was a little girl, I loved to look down on people. I loved to look down on people and realize that I was better than them. I enjoyed it more than anything else. I will continue to look down on others, and I will raise my children to look down on others. Wow, is that all you can think about? You should teach your children to think for themselves instead of teaching them to look down on others. Huh? Why do I have to go to all this trouble to hear you say that? I have my own way of raising my children. Don't meddle in my methods. But for the sake of your children, you should change the way you teach. Shut up! Don't tell me how to raise my kids. Anyways, you're not coming to the New Year's Eve party? I didn't see your name on the list. What? Yeah, I don't think I'll be attending this year. That's no good. It's an end-of-the-year party for all the moms. You can't miss it. Well, it's not that I can't go, but I'll have to make time for it. And even if I were to go, you'll be looking down on me there, right? I don't want to go all the way to a place like that. What? I think you're being too rude to people. What? I think it's more rude to treat people like they're lesser than you. Shut up! Tell me you're coming to the party. You have to go or else. Oh, okay. Fine, I'll go. But at the very least, don't do anything weird. I'm sure you will anyway, though. Are you going home crying because of all the bad things I said about you? What a miserable life you lead. Poor, undereducated people like you should never come to a mom group meeting again. Didn't you hear who I am from other mom friends? Ha! Are you homeless now or something? Well, let me tell you something. I'm a sole proprietor now, working for my own home. Huh? Sole proprietor? What's that? In short, like being homeless? Of course not. I have my own business. I don't really understand. I mean, that's like a part-time job anyway, right? It's the same as being homeless. How lame. That's disrespectful to both homeless people and part-timers. Also, I make a lot of money as a sole proprietor. I think I make more than a company employee. More than a company employee? That's absurd. Didn't you graduate from some low-tier university? Oh, I didn't tell you? I graduated from Harvard. Harvard? No way! How did you get into that prestigious university? I mean, I applied and I got in. Anyways, I'm pretty sure your college was... Hey! What do you care about my college right now? I thought you went home miserable, but you actually looked down on me. I wasn't looking down on you. I just had some other business to attend to, so I had to leave early. I wasn't planning on attending in the first place, so what's the problem? It's a big problem. I thought I could make fun of you. I didn't expect you to ruin it like this. Harvard? Really? I think you're really lying. No, it's not a lie. Ask any of the other moms. I told them I went to Harvard. I can't figure out why you're the only one who doesn't know that. Because I've always looked down on the mom friends, so I didn't care what they had to say. Wow, you're so focused on looking down on others that you miss what's important. Huh, how dare you! You're the ones I'm supposed to look down on. You can't be the ones who go against me. Against you? You know, I think you're fundamentally mistaken. We're friends. We're on equal footing. But when I say one tiny thing, you say that I'm going against you. Aren't you embarrassed of yourself? Huh? What are you talking about? Why do you have to say that to me? I am way, way, way above you. Moms are not equals. You are so much lower than me. And you think you can just state that I'm lower than you and act so superior? It's ridiculous and stupid to say the least. I don't think you should do that. Shut up! Why do I have to be told off so much? Aren't you getting too desperate? Is it because of your academic background that you can't win? You! No, wait a minute. I don't care how educated you are. Oh, what's wrong with you all of a sudden? You've changed your attitude. Because you won't be invited to any more mom-friend meetings anyway. There's no one better educated than me. I'll inevitably be number one in the group. You have no place in this group. You're thinking such nonsense. You're pathetic. Who's pathetic? You, taking someone above you out of the picture so you can stay in a position where you can say you're better than everyone. You're so stupid. How dare you? You can't save yourself no matter what you say. I'll continue to make fun of everyone else. I'll tell you a funny story. I was actually talking to some of the other moms. We've decided to form a group of friends without you. Huh? What? What are you talking about? Because everyone says your attitude is annoying, so I thought if we left you out, everyone would be happy. You've got to be kidding me. Even if everyone is happy, I can't be happy. Don't do something sudden like this. I don't care what you say. You put yourself in that situation. All this time you've been making fun of me. You didn't see the other moms as friends. That's why you're in this situation. Mom friends are there to look down on, right? What do you think I graduated from an elite university for? To look down on other people like this? You've got to be kidding me. No one is making friends just to look down on others. They do it so they can eat together and travel together. And you're trying to make your one-sided selfish point. That's unacceptable. Shut up! You can't run away from this. You're still going to have mom friend parties somewhere in this town anyway, right? If I see one of the moms on the street, I'll make them tell me where the get-together is. You're miserable, and if you really can't make friends with that attitude, you're hopeless. All my friends from now on, we're all going to stay in touch, and we're planning to ban you from all mom-friend meetings and parties. What the hell is wrong with you people? I think you're just a little too angry to be looked down on. It's your fault that you're all uneducated, isn't it? You should at least understand that you're in this situation because you're uneducated. In your mind, education equals greatness. Do you really think you can make fun of people just from that? Of course! I'm so much better than everyone else. Oh, really? Then, since I'm more educated than you, that makes it okay for me to make fun of you, right? What? Wait a minute. Isn't that a little different from this? Oh, why? Isn't that what your logic says? Well, that may be true, but it's not the same thing. My son is in a famous private elementary school. In that respect, I'm better than you in that department. What a stupid thing to say. I don't know what kind of nonsense you're talking, but let me ask you a question. Did your son go to a private elementary school on his own volition? What? Did he himself say he wanted to go to a private school? What are you saying? Of course not. He's still an elementary schooler. He can't make those type of decisions. I told him I prefer he goes to a private school, and my son said he understood. My boy is smart. I knew it. That's what I thought. Huh? What do you mean? I think kids these days should get into the habit of thinking for themselves what they should do. If they do whatever their parents tell them to do, or do whatever someone else tells them to do, they will lose the ability to make their own decisions. Your children are being deprived of the opportunity to think for themselves by you. What nonsense! He's just a little boy. He's not capable of that. Is that what you think? My child is capable of it. He said he wanted to go to a public school because all of his friends were going to a public school. And let me add something else. My son took the entrance exam for the private school too. He passed. He did? Your kid took the test too? Yes, he did. He started saying he wanted to see how well he could do, so I let him take it, and I didn't think he'd pass, and then decide to go to a public school. What the hell? You've got to be kidding. You're trying to look down on me, aren't you? You're so cocky towards me. You think you're better than me, don't you? Disgusting. Stop that right now. That's not what I'm thinking at all. Maybe you feel that way because that's how you've been looking down and treating other people. Shut up! I won't forgive you for looking down on me. You're just a poor person. Even if you think you can make fun of me, you will never be better than me. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you. About me being a sole proprietor, I've actually worked with your husband's company a few times. Really? My husband's company? Your husband's company. To be frank, it's in pretty bad shape. They're doing so poorly, they're going to have to lay people off. In that case, there's a good chance that your husband will be laid off as well. What? I didn't hear anything about that. You're his wife, and he didn't tell you that. I guess he's afraid to tell you. Well, of course he would be. I'm sure if he told you, you'd turn red and throw a tantrum. What are you talking about? This is not the time to talk about it. I'm going to call my husband. Maybe he won't be laid off. My husband said he's getting laid off. It's already been decided. Oh, that's too bad. There is a part of you that made fun of people based on your husband's income. Why? Why did this happen to me? What the hell did I do? You kept making fun of people. I'm not saying it was a crime, but people were annoyed by you. I guess that's the way the punishment is supposed to be. No, I have never and will never be punished by the heavens. I have been and always will continue to be better than others. I don't deserve this. The truth is, we've already formed a mom friend group without you. They keep me updated on how the year-end party is going right now. Sounds like it's not going well at all. Everyone is wanting to leave early. How about ending the party already? Why do you have to say that? Everyone is having a great time. Nobody is wanting to leave. But from what I'm hearing, everyone is wanting to go home. Oh, I just got another text from them. I can't stand this kind of atmosphere anymore. We're all going home. What? Huh? They just got up and left. Hey, why? I haven't made fun of them enough? This is what happens when you keep doing that. You deserve this for what you've done. You should realize that by now. No! Why does this happen to me just because I made fun of a few people? My husband is losing his job, and our life is going to get really difficult now. And with my son going to private school, we'll need even more money than before. You got carried away and thought you were rich, and as a result of your attitude, the other mothers avoided you, and you will never be able to talk to them again. I feel sorry for you. Stop it! Why do you have to say that to me? I don't get it. I don't get it. Please, do something about this situation. There's nothing I can do about it. Just give up. No! In the end, Lucy was left behind by the other moms and had to trudge home by herself. After that, her husband got fired and he became unemployed. After he lost his job, Lucy managed to earn money by working part-time to pay for her son's tuition, but she is having a hard time making ends meet. She got what was coming to her. We were all able to have fun at the mom friend parties now that Lucy is no longer here to make fun of us.
Kelly, what's dinner tonight?
Today, it's meat and potatoes. Mark, are you done with work already? If so, I'll heat him up.
I'm on my way home now. Oh, meat and potatoes. I was in the mood for fried food.
I can't do it if you tell me now. I'll make fried food tomorrow. Just be patient today.
Well, okay. Oh, I just remembered something about dinner. I almost forgot something important.
What's important? What's going on?
Okay, listen to me carefully. It's very important to you.
Yeah, I get it. What is it?
Well then, today's results are in. A score of 20. You know it's out of 100 points.
Well, excuse me, 20 points for what?
Today's lunch. It was mainly leftovers from yesterday and frozen meals. Even with the soft scale, that's about right. Next time, try harder.
Well, what do you mean to try harder? Why are we suddenly being scored, me? I don't understand.
Well, about your housework, you were cutting corners, isn't it? I don't think that's good. So I'm going to score you so that makes sure you don't cut corners from now on. You can't cut corners if you get a score, right?
I have a lot to say, but... Anyway, can I ask you something?
About what?
Why did you decide to do this?
I talked to a superior at work about your housework. Then I heard that he keeps score of his wife's housework. I heard his wife started doing her housework better after he started keeping score. Then I thought, why don't I do it to you too?
I don't know about his family, but... We both work, right? I do all the housework while working. Are you thinking about that too?
You're working, so what? It's not an excuse to cut corners. That kind of spoiled attitude is the problem.
You don't even help with the housework, and so what are you talking about? I don't feel so good about it.
You're uncomfortable because you know what I'm talking about. If you know what I'm talking about, let's try to improve. I'll do my best to keep score too.
That's not my point. I'm saying it's terrible for fun. I'm doing my best in my own way.
Okay. You're just saying that. If you're not getting results, it's pointless. It's common sense for working people.
What kind of common sense is that?
Well, I've already decided. I'll check your other chores when I get home. Do your best to get good points. Hey, Kelly. What's today's lunch? It looks like leftovers from yesterday, right?
I didn't have time today, but I took care of the coloring.
That's before we even get to that. You never really get improved, do you? You really never get good points if you keep on like this. Are you studying?
Does the study mean that the social media that you recommended?
Yes, the one I sent you before. A housewife just like you is making such beautiful food, compared to your own cooking. Don't you feel embarrassed or something?
Well, she's a full-time housewife, right? The hours she has available to her aren't the same as mine.
There you go, the usual excuses. It's just not you are not trying hard enough, right? Don't blame everything on work.
Hey, let me make this clear. I'm busy myself. I don't have much time for myself with my job and my housework. I don't have time for your games.
I'm not playing games with you. You don't think I'm serious? That's why you can't get better.
Because, you know what? Even if you give me a score, it's based on your feeling. If you are in a bad mood, you deduct points just for that. I'm not stupid enough to take it seriously.
Oh, you thought so? Well, good. I'll show you how serious I am.
Show me what? You're gonna show me how to do it?
If you score 1-0, I'm divorcing you.
What are you talking about? I'm just so dumbfounding for me.
If there was a penalty, you'd be more motivated, wouldn't you? I'm telling you, I'm serious. I'll go get the divorce papers to prove it.
Can't be serious. What's the point of doing that?
If you don't want to get divorced, do it right. If you've done it right in the first place, I wouldn't have had to do this. But if you scored 0, I'll let you out right away.
Are you serious?
Of course. Just as long as you didn't score a 0, that's fine. You and I both off tomorrow, right?
Yeah, so?
That's just perfect. I'll check on your housework all day long. I can see how much you usually cut corners. Just make sure you don't score a 0. Otherwise, we're getting a divorce. Hey, where are you? I told you I'd check on your housework today. Why aren't you home?
Good morning. You're late. You never get up. I'm done with the housework. I'm shopping now.
Huh? What are you doing? I mean, wake me up.
You were the one who didn't wake up when I woke you up. I think I'll be home in the evening. If you want to check, go ahead and check.
What the hell? Don't you ever think about cooperating more? It's about you, right?
You're grading the score on your own, aren't you? I don't think there's anything to cooperate with.
Don't you have any ambition? Even my superior's wife is working hard under the same conditions. Don't you feel embarrassed?
No. Oh, also, I didn't iron your shirt. If you need to, you can do it yourself.
Huh? That's your job.
That's your shirt, right? You should at least do that. And while you're at it, please clean the bathroom. Oh, and if you could clean the bathroom too, that'd be great.
It's all your job. What are you thinking about skipping out on housework? Did you forget what happens if you scored a 0?
I do. But I don't have time for this. Can you please just get it done?
No. Do it yourself when you get home.
Why are you so small-minded?
Shut up. I'm tired of dealing with you.
Really? I'm enjoying it.
Oh, well, that's enough. So, where's lunch?
It's in the fridge. I'm good. You can eat alone.
Hey, which one's lunch? There's nothing in the fridge.
You have boiled broccoli, right? And some boiled eggs. Why don't you put some mayonnaise on it and eat it?
You gotta be kidding me. This is out of the question. Make something proper.
I'm busy to make it. If you have a problem with it, just don't eat it. If you can't prepare it yourself, why don't you go to a convenience store or somewhere?
Hey, are you sure you want to be like that? I can give you a 0 anytime I want.
Huh? You're not giving me a 0 for this yet?
I'll give you 2 points for your mercy. If it had been true, I'd have scored a 0. You should be thanking me for my kindness. It means I'm going to give you a timeout, so think about it seriously.
You don't have to hesitate. It's not too late. As expected, a 0 point is reasonable, don't you think?
Do you really know what you're doing? You got 2 points for cooking today. Don't you feel threatened if you get divorced with 0 points?
I know exactly what I'm doing. But still I can't get 0 points today?
I'm telling you, if you scored a 0 point, we'd be divorced. Don't be so tough. You don't want a divorce either, do you? You better get it right next time or it's really bad, okay?
Don't worry. I'm going to score 0 tomorrow, so look forward to it. I'll make your least favorite dish. Or maybe I'll just serve it with the ingredients as is.
Don't be silly. Think about it seriously. You're the one who'll be in trouble if we really get divorced. If you have time to joke around, do it without complaining. Understood?
Okay, I understand. I've got more shopping to do. See you later.
I came home after work. Where are you?
Oh, welcome back. I'm having dinner with friends right now. Please eat whatever you want.
Seriously, come on. You said to eat whatever I want. You're not gonna cook my dinner? The house is a mess. You skipped housework again, didn't you?
I didn't. I did the laundry.
That's all you did? You didn't do anything else?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't sorry me. I went to work today in a shitty shirt. Do you know how embarrassing that was?
Because I didn't iron it yesterday? You really wore that shirt? If you were embarrassed, you should have done it yourself.
It's not funny. What's up with you lately? If you keep doing this, I'm going to get tired.
I mean, you never give me a 0 point. Isn't your grading scale a little weird? When are you going to give me a 0 point?
Are you trying to harass me? Why don't you try to get a good score?
No, I just want to try to score a 0 once. If you give me it once, I'll be happy, okay?
If you scored a 0, we're getting a divorce. Do you understand that?
You were not serious about that, right? I understand that, so you don't have to be so tough on me.
Huh? I'm serious.
It's okay, it's not like that. I know what you were doing.
How can that be? You're being too optimistic. Do you really think I can't get a divorce?
I mean, if I had seen you before, I know that. No matter how bad my housework was, you didn't give me a 0, right? That means you don't want a divorce, right? I know.
If you're behaving like that, I'm done with you. I'm not going to forgive you this time. I'll really give you a 0 point.
If you can do it, go ahead. I don't think you have the guts.
You underestimate me. You want this one. 0 points for your housework today. Now, we're divorced.
You're really giving me a 0? You won't regret it?
You said you wanted 0 points, right? It's too late to regret it now. But if we really get divorced, it'll be a problem, won't it? Well, if you really don't want to do it, I'll reconsider.
Yay! Thank you so much! I'm so glad I got a 0 point.
What? Do you understand that? I'm talking about divorce, right? Do you really understand it? Are you sure about this? Now's the time to say you're sorry, okay?
Yes, divorce is fine. You really divorced me, right? You've been saying all this time that you're serious, that it's true, right?
Well, it's true, but it's not what I expected. Are you really okay with the divorce?
It's okay, so am I looking happy to you? What? Why are you acting like that? Don't tell me you didn't really want a divorce.
Huh? No, but I'm just saying that if you insist, I'll think about it.
Right. Then are we done talking about this? We're getting a divorce.
No, wait a minute. You're okay with divorce for something like this? I'm willing to give it one more chance.
Stop it! I don't want a second chance. I'm fine with divorce. It's too late for that kind of thing.
Wait a minute. Why are you giving up so easily? How can it be?
I don't think there's anything to give up. I'm simply fed up with you doing this. Even if we get divorced, I'll have no regrets.
Don't you just embarrass yourself? My superior's wife is doing her best under the same conditions as you, and you're the only one running away. As the same housewife, you should try harder too.
I'm with the superior's wife right now. She's getting a divorce too. Just like us.
What? What are you talking about? Are you sure you're together?
Yes, my dinner partner today. I've been in touch with her since I heard from you. Then she said she was fed up too. So I've been asking her for advice and she's been giving it to me.
You're kidding, right?
I'm not. I mean, married couples are equal, right? But you're giving scores without permission from High. That kind of thing usually makes you feel bad, right? No wonder you got divorced.
Well, but if that's the case, why didn't you divorce right away? Because you didn't want a divorce either, right?
At first, I was. And I thought you'd get bored and stop soon after some time. I thought I'd just put up with it until then.
Right?
But that didn't happen, right? So at least stay with it to the end. And then I was like, I'm going to divorce you on top of that. I enjoyed it so much.
Why are you enjoying it? Stop fooling around. I'm not going to agree to a divorce.
What are you talking about? You're the one who brought this up.
I mean, it's not like I didn't mean it. You know what I mean? Normally, couples don't get divorced over something like that.
Did you do that thing as a prank? If so, that's even worse, isn't it?
Even if it was, no way to divorce.
It's too late. I have the divorce papers you signed. I'll be very grateful to use this.
What? Seriously?
Yes, serious. I'm not going home today. I'm going to get it done first thing tomorrow morning.
Stop it. That's what a wife does. That's why you scored a 0 point.
I don't want to be told by someone who can't take responsibility for your own words. Why don't you look back at yourself before you start giving people points? I'm sure you'll realize that you score a 0 as a person and a husband. The next day, I ignored Mark's calls and messages and filed for divorce. Mark said that he did not want to divorce me until the very end, but it doesn't matter, we are divorced without a problem. On the advice of Mark's superior's wife, whom I had been consulting with for some time, I kept a record of everything Mark said and did. Therefore, as proof of this, the alimony request went smoothly and the divorce was successful in a very satisfactory way. I am now enjoying my single life and busy with work and housework. After my divorce, I realized that I enjoy housework more when I do it on my own free rather than when others make me do it. Mark and his superior must be going through a tough time because of the divorce, but I hope they will continue to work hard and be aware of who was the real 0.